Welcome to Every Dull Moment. I'm Greg Blythe, and I'm very excited to bring you another one of those chasing unicorn types of knives. You know, we've had a brief glimpse of this earlier. This is the Takada no Hamono Blue #1 Damascus 210 millimeter Gyuto. We brought it out because it had been a competitor in the 2022 Knife of the Year, as well as the 2023 Knife of the Year. So you got a glimpse of it, but we never got to see its performance. So today we get the more of the official unboxing where you actually get to really check this knife out. We're gonna look at its performance. So I'm glad to show it to you and just pay more attention to it. My dog is wandering around just like, what's the commotion? Perhaps it's been a minute since she's seen the show being filmed. But we are very excited to show you. This knife has been very sought after. If you can check all the websites, as of today I looked, it's just always sold out. It's very hard to get. People, as soon as you really get a chance to see it, you'll understand that it's very beautiful. So let's just dive right into it. So this Takada no Hamono, their packaging is always extremely nice. They take the extra time. It's beautiful, it's protected. And, it just has an irradiance to it. It just has this reflective, just beautiful type of Damascus. We see Damascus on the show, and sometimes at some point you can actually see so many that you start to lose interest. But this one's always been beautiful, very captivating. They continue to be innovators. And as my wife is done showing you the Damascus up close, we're going to take the time to show you the taper on this 210 millimeter knife. So the distal taper is gradual from the beginning. I don't think that it's continuously like a certain thickness to one point. I think the taper begins at the handle and continues to the tip. Mm-hmm. The fit and finish on this is really nice. We'll get up close to the fittings. And we'll even take the time to show you the choil. So if you don't know, Takada, when he trained at Ashi Hamono for 14 years, he really became very adept to doing the Hamaguri clamshell grind. If you're Ashi Hamono and you love that grind, well, it carries on over to this. Most of the time, the knives that are going to be made with Takada no Hamono are going to be made by one of two blacksmiths. You're either going to have Nakagawa, or in this case, you're going to have Tanaka. Okay, so Yoshikazu Tanaka, he's a very busy man. If you ever watched our series, Which Tanaka, I'll put a link up here to Yoshikazu. Very busy man, beautiful work. The first thing I noticed myself is just that the height on this knife is a little more, it's a little less tall compared to most chef knives. I found personally, it's definitely taller this way than your Tsujihiki or your petty knives, but I think your average chef knife begins a little bit taller than this one. So much so that it was noticeable to me when I put it in my hand. So, I definitely think it begins at the average height. Okay, extremely lightweight. This blue #1, I love blue. It's easy to sharpen. Obviously, this is carbon steel. It will actually oxidize, so make sure that if you're using it for any reason, wipe it down. But let's just go ahead and get into the performance and show you what these people have done. So we're gonna go ahead real quick with the best tester. As per our tradition, out of the box sharpness does not always mean everything, but we do like to see how they're sending it out to you.
Okay.
So we're obviously extremely nice, the 129. Let's test it in another place as per our tradition. So we're going to go a little bit closer to the heel.
Really consistent.
So, I mean, definitely below the 200, extremely sharp. We'll go ahead and do a little paper for you.
That should sound nice.
Oh,
yes.
You know, just effortlessly and quiet. And you can see that, you know, from heel to tip, it is there. The reason, one of the reasons, I know you'll be sad. I'm a little bit sad too. One of the reasons you're going to see me not cut food with this is the new owner of this knife is waiting to receive this knife. You guys are fans of the show. If you're fans of the knife world, then you're familiar with Josh of Let's Handle This. Josh is waiting for one of his dream knives to end up in England. And as of tomorrow, it will be headed his way. So we're excited for him to have an extremely sharp knife. Obviously, it's in the future, you'll see this knife with a beautiful handle will receive quite another beautiful handle. So we wait to see that. So I'm sure he's excited to see what we've shown you today. I was very quick on the draw when I finally found one pop up that I could buy. I've had it for quite a while. I've used the other Nakagawa made Takada no Hamono Nikiri. So I'm still glad to retain one of the two. For me, this was a little bit easier to let go, only I'm a fan of slightly bigger knives. It is a dream knife to actually get this one, and after you have 130 knives.
With your hand. I just wanted to see, pretend you're going to chop, but don't actually put it on the... I was like showing the clearance of you.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
Oh, microphone issue there. See if I can get this.
I took a
Oh,
dive.
I think I was leaning against the cord on that.
Oh, yeah. It looked like it just popped out. Yeah.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So, I think a bigger version of this we might meet again one day. I would personally love to get the Hanyaki version, which is definitely impossible to ever find. But if you guys are a fan of this company, this is a dream knife. I think it can classify easily as one of the unicorns, and that's why I'm including under the title Chasing Unicorns, because we chase this knife and I know you're chasing it too. Well, Josh, you got your dream knife, and I was glad to share with you that was definitely not a dull moment. Thank you as always for continuing to support the channel. Before this video, there were 306 videos on this channel. The last 3 years we've been with you. Thank you for being with us this entire time. We look forward to seeing you guys. We try to make it weekly, Friday nights at 8. So we look forward to seeing you again. God bless.